Hi, I'm Amy Dobbins.
I'm Ron Dobbins.
And our son is Ian, and he's Flip Stingray.
I'm Angela Eggy. I'm John Eggy, or what they call Jeggy, or Jegward's mother.
My name is Brian Barron, and I guess I'm Jeggy's stepdad. So,
Okay, we were very surprised when Ian could take something he loved and actually turn it into a school activity. And we were really unsure of how it all worked, and we didn't really know much about it. We knew he loved video games, but we were just really glad he could do it at school. And fortunately, our school has been very supportive of this brand new program, and we did a lot of fundraising as the parents group, and we were able to get their team running for not only last year, but this year. We were very pleased that our school was able to do some funding for the team this year. So I think they have great things ahead of them.
Yeah, it's a lot of the games that they play. I mean, I'm not familiar with everything that they're playing, but Overwatch is one that Ian does play, and he plays a lot of, and that's probably the case with everybody. So, and the more they play, the better they get, and I'm glad they did as well as they did this year.
I never thought in a million years you would see high school sport or college recruitment for video games. This has been his life forever. At the age of 15, he built his own PC, and computers are his life, and that's his plans for next year. So, you know, I think it's amazing what has changed and the dynamic that has come along, and you know, over the generations.
I think it's very bizarre. I don't know. You come home from work and there's a kid in his bedroom and he's yelling and screaming at a TV, and you're like, and you're yelling at him like, "Are you okay?" But, I mean, it's been fun. I don't know. It keeps him occupied and out of trouble. So, you know, and there's scholarships out there. So, you know, that's what he wants to do. That's what he's going to do. You know, he's not going to get hurt playing football or basketball, or you know what I mean. I don't know. So, but yeah, it's an experience.
Positive things that we've seen with Ian is that not only does he get an opportunity to play a game he loves with his friends, he's also learned hopefully a little bit better sportsmanship than what you sometimes see when they do play by themselves. He's also developed some leadership skills as well. This year he is the president of the school's team, and so that was nice to see him as a senior to step up into that role.
Yeah, and getting into this is pretty nice. I mean, he does play, Ian plays he plays soccer, so he plays other sports, but I know not a lot of the other kids do, so this may be their only thing. So it gets him involved socially with some of the other boys or girls, and gets him doing some other things for the school.
I think it's been good for Forest Hills. Jeggy has always been very outgoing and involved in a lot of things, but the dynamic of their team has been good for a lot of the kids who have not been outgoing and have not been interested in other things. You know, it's always been when we were growing up that it's the sports, the athletes, or nothing, and now it's nice to see a different dynamic coming into the school.
I think it's been very positive for kids from Forest Hills. I'm from the northern part of the county, and we didn't have that when I was growing up. But now the parents down there, they're having fundraisers and supporting their kids, and I actually helped out, you know, met some new people, so I think it was a positive experience, good for the community.
Well, as a parent who was on the fence in the beginning, I definitely see the positive of it now, and you know, what it has done for not only my son, but the other kids, boys and girls that's on this team that never did this kind of stuff and had this kind of interaction. And to know that my son is going to go on in college level and continue this, I mean, I think it's amazing. So lots of possibilities for these kids.
Oh, I think it's fantastic. I mean, if you have kids that aren't very athletic, or you have kids that aren't in the arts and music, and this is what they do, we're in a computer age, and that's how the world is now. And if this advances kids' lives, then well, so be it. So I think parents should be involved and support their children.
Nice to attend today. Last year in the spring, I'm sorry, this year in the spring, the boys and girls did play in the tournament, and it was a little smaller scale, but it was nice to see that there were other teams this year, and hopefully, you know, down the road, maybe 10 years, there may be tons of schools, perhaps 20 or so, that would be competing in the tournament. So it's nice to see how the sport is growing.
Yeah, I feel the same way. This is something that wasn't around when we were in school, but even though we played some games, but it's nice to see this active and getting people involved.
So I can definitely see, we were here in the spring for the first one, and I can definitely see the advancement and how it continues to develop, more schools involved, more kids involved, and I think, you know, it's almost sad he's a senior this year. It's sad to see where it's going to be in a few years, you know, and just where it's developed in a year.
I think it's very structured and organized and well put together, and I mean, I think you people are very smart and intelligent, and you know, it seems like everybody knows what they're doing and what they're supposed to do, and there's, you know, it's just, I think it's well run, so you guys do a good job. Thank you.